Hi there, Cloud here, and you know exactly what you're here for. You probably saw my TikTok saying that I'm doing a Q&A, and now I'm going to be answering some of your questions. First one is from this person with a blank name, this is actually a really good question. What made you start music? Because you're very tough, your music is very tough, and I want to know, LMAO. I know when I was younger, I was really getting in. My brother had introduced me to NF, and he's a really good rapper, and I was really inspired by him, and I really felt the spark to make music as when he dropped his Hope album, and I was thinking, oh, I want to try and make music like this guy. So I eventually attempted it in like Soundtrap for some reason. I don't know why I didn't use BandLab or something like that, but I attempted recording in Soundtrap. I couldn't figure anything out, so I dropped it. Then I picked it up back in Soundtrap I dropped it for about a year. Then I picked it back up in around 2024, and I made beats for like a few smaller or a few small VR games when I was still like into all that. And then eventually, somewhere in late 2025, my friend Polar, he had introduced me to Super, and he had shown me Parasocial, and I was like, I was really inspired. I thought the genre was like really crazy. So eventually I joined his Discord, and then I started learning from a few other artists, and I eventually made the entirety of ykclxwd, and that's what basically sparked my music career. Okay, second is from Aerodash. He said, yo, were you born from a cloud? Yeah, I was. Idrock the second said, what mic do you use for recording? I use the Fifine K688. Now, this is a really good mic for a really good price. It is around, I think, $60 to $70. And it's very nice quality, and it also has both USB and XLR connections. So if you ever switch to an audio interface, you don't need to go through the hassle of finding a new mic. It's one of the main reasons why I like this one so much. This one's from LRF saying, yo, what do you think of this album cover that I made for my album? I actually think this is really cool. It's kind of a dark image, kind of looks like somebody's like themselves. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Next is from Outer Space Flow. What is your lore mostly about? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but if you're talking about what I talk about in my songs, like for example, if I'm going kind of in a more story mode for Transfer, Ain't the Same, Atlantis, all of that. That was I'm not gonna elaborate too much, but it was that's all you need to know. It's very toxic relationship. This is from one of my friends, Wisteria. She had said, what is your favorite part about making a song? That's kind of a hard question, but personally, I think it is writing, because it just really that really channels my creativity and allows me to tell my stories through lyrics and like an art that I truly love. And this is also from another one of my friends, Corey. Why am I so cool? I just am. I'm aura. I'm the GOAT, I think, at least. Another good question from my friend Senko. Any lore behind the name Pulseline? The name Pulseline comes from the idea that every artist has their own pulse, their own sound, their emotion, and identity. And it's when everyone joins together, those different pulses create one connected line, hence the name Pulseline. Because we're all sitting there as one, trying to help each other, build up, gain our brands, and all of that good stuff. Now this person comes from my collective. His name is Comet Fable, or just Comet. What inspired the name Cloud? If I'm being honest, Cloud just sounded hard to me, and just the regular spelling was probably already taken by like 1,000 people. So I stylized it a little bit, adding an X and a W, and there you go, Cloud. This one is from Gabby. Out of all the songs you have made right now, which is your favorite so far? I would have to say Welcome to the Show. That was like probably one of my best eras, and I still think it's very underrated. It's like number 9 in my Spotify, and I feel like it should be way higher because like that was. I don't know, that song really just means a lot to me. So this next one is from the Delulu Freak. Did you know that the designer music video listeners are mostly me? Based on that one TikTok comment that he put in a designer promo video, I knew you were a lot of them because like I don't remember how many. I'll put it up here, but you were listening to it a lot, and yeah, thanks, poet, I guess, because he put you on this, I'm assuming. Okay, this is another one from my friend Ghosty. When are you gonna drop that album, twin? Okay, the album still in work. It's still a work in progress. So I don't know when I'm dropping it, honestly. Next question is from my friend Kamani Star. Do you have any planned collabs with Kamani Star? I actually do, yeah. This next question is from Zyra Ace. What is your favorite color and song? My favorite color is probably Comfort Blue, and my favorite song? I would have to go with Riptide by Rob. Dinosaur Emoji said, how do you come up with your lyrics? Well, I honestly start off with a chorus or some type of simple rhyme scheme, and I try to work around that. It's just based. It's really just based on the song and the topic that I'm going for. Jay said, Steppy feet win. Also, what's the best advice you'd give anyone trying to start making music in the underground? So for Steppy, I don't have any connections with Steppy, but I mean, I don't know if she's seeing this at all, but I mean, hey, that's work. And I got asked this by a few other people. I'll put theirs up here as well. Probably some of the best advice that I can give for starting music is really just you really just gotta play around with things. You gotta experiment with your sound. You gotta experiment with a lot of things. You also want to be able to find your own community that does like the same things as you do. Because really what I've learned is you can't do this alone. You need some people to help build with you. So I would just say experiment, find a community. All eyes on me said Tyler the Creator at collaboration when. I don't know. Let's work, Tyler. This is from my friend Nix or Ghost. Why are you so white? Okay, I can't tell if this is supposed to be racist or not. This is from my friend JJ Xia, or just JJ. I have a question. Are you the one I need? I'm straight, okay? Anklebiter said, "Can I make you some fan art?" Oh yeah, of course. Everybody is open to make fan art. I really don't mind. If you can either post it in my Discord, which is a link in the description. Also, put it on socials and just feel free to tag me in it. I am always open to see and respond to you guys' fan art. Maybe even use it for branding. I don't know. But yeah. Ash said, "Do you like femboys as friends?" I'm open to every kind of person. I'm not gonna judge you based on if you're a fanboy or any of that, because as a Christian we're taught to love each other as equals. So Koyamori said, "I know you were inspired by Super and What You Doing, Rob, but do you genuinely enjoy making music as a career? What do you want your music to bring to your listeners, like the vibrant energy it gives off?" So for your first question, yes, I do love making music as a career. It is I've grown up listening to music, and it's an art that I really enjoy doing. I want my music to bring off something as very energetic, vibey, and something that really anybody can listen to. And I know some people don't have, taste in the certain genre that I do, and that's completely fine. Everybody has their own opinions. Okay, so like I'm too lazy to go back into Streamlabs and record an outro because I recorded this like last month. So yeah. Be expecting a lot more. I have a lot planned for you, a lot of good stuff planned. So just keep looking out for that, and I'll see you guys later. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support. Goodbye.